Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I'm your host, GameChanger. Okay, so um, the trophy wife. The trophy wife. You know, on the movie Reindeer Games, Michael Jai White said something. He said, "You can take a chick out the hood, but you can't take the chick out the hood." I thought it was funny when I was young, but really it says something. It says that once something is a part of somebody's culture, the culture that people are born with can not completely change. It's a very difficult task to completely change the culture that someone was born with. Take Chantel Simone, for example, right? Chantel Simone has been in this country for maybe, I don't know, somewhere between 15 and 20 years. And she has an accent still. That's because the culture that she was raised in is still a part of her. It doesn't just go away just because she's been in a different culture for quite some time, for more than half of her life. It doesn't just go away. The residuals of being raised in Jamaica is still in her, and it's prevalent in the way that she speaks. And it's really nothing wrong with having an accent. This is not a shot at her or anybody with an accent. And the same for people who are first generation. You know, if their parents talk and behave a certain way, you know, let's just say they have a Latin accent or a Spanish accent, then chances are the kids will probably have less than, but still a residual Spanish accent. That's the way it works. So if a young woman has and has had a hood mentality, hit the like button, then there will always be residual hood tendencies inside of her. Now, I want to elaborate on what residual hood tendencies are and how they affect this trophy wife situation. Now, for those of you who didn't watch my show yesterday, go ahead and tune in and check it out. But she's all over YouTube, so you probably don't even have to see my show to understand what's going on. But you would need to see my show to get a unique perspective on what's going on. Now, today's short of the day is featuring her. I want to express and explain some of the hood mentality that exists out there and in her. Hit the like button. Keep in mind that this is after she's married, that she says that she's telling the story how she was bamboozled by a Dusty in a Benz.
So I wanted to come on here and talk about something that we discussed in my private group. Ladies, do not be overly impressed by the kind of car a man drives, because a nice car is not necessarily an indicator of success, and it's definitely not an indicator that he's going to provide for you. So don't do that. And I had to learn this early on in my level up journey because, ladies, I had got bamboozled by a Dusty and a Benz, and I do not want this to happen to you, ladies. So don't allow a man's car to make you start putting him on a pedestal or treating him any differently, because at the end of the day, that really is not a sure sign of who a man is. His character and his generosity is.
Okay. When she says character and generosity, character is your ability to fleece him, to manipulate him, to finesse him. Basically, a man of character, he's not going to do things like pump and dump 24 through 26 times before dumping. Men of character don't do that. Character is a means in which manipulative women can manipulate a man. And generosity is obvious. It's the extent to which they can benefit from said manipulation. I'm going to repeat that. She says she wants character and character and generosity. Character is how you can manipulate a man. Generosity is to what extent you can manipulate said man. For example, A man of character, somebody say, I will never cheat, or I will never blah, blah, just insert things there. That's his character, that's his integrity. Now, these things are typically shaped by community, religion, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So all they have to do is research the community, the culture, and to determine what your character is. And then since they have your rule book, they can use that to manipulate you. Furthermore, notice how she said if he has a Benz that doesn't mean anything because blah 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 blah. And she's right. She's right. Anybody who has, let's say, credit, right? They have credit, they can go and lease or purchase a Benz, and and probably the lease or the payments is costing more than their rent. Now, for some reason, you're dusty if you appear to be wealthy, but you're not actually wealthy. That's what she calls dusty. And that means that she has no use for you. Hit the like button. This hustle mentality, this get money mentality, is a hood mentality. This is one that she still possesses. Now, her husband sees this and he doesn't see the red flag in it because it doesn't affect him because he has for real money. So, you ever been out with a woman and she treats everybody else like crap and you like, oh yeah, but that's not me though. Like she treats the waitress at whatever restaurant you're in like crap. She's just going around treating people like crap and you thinking that it's okay because she don't have that mentality for me. But no, this should be a red flag to you. Okay, somebody says something like cars somebody said cars can be as expensive as gold diggers. I don't know. I don't know because I think that sometimes you need the car to gain access to the gold digger. Like the car is, yeah, it breeds the gold diggers. It is the shovel for which you can dig for gold. Like I remember I was like 18, 19, looking to buy a car. By the way, never had a car payment. I don't believe in them. I don't believe in paying interest on something that depreciates in value. So but I went to this dealership, right? And this is I was very young, and this is probably where I came to the conclusion. And he was either Arabic or Latin. I'm trying to think if I remember the accent properly. I remember what he looked like, but for whatever reason, I can't remember the accent of the guy. And it was a Mustang. It was like a newer Mustang, newer being, late 90s at the time. And this dude was like, he was really trying to push it. It was anywhere between ten to $20,000. My first car costed $1,100 that I bought at auction in San Francisco. So, well, it was 1050 and 50 to get the key. That's a long story. Anyway, this dude said, trying to sell me this Mustang, he said, this would get you the girls. I was like, I do okay in that department. And he says, yeah, with stupid, ugly ones. He's he said, yeah, with stupid, ugly ones. He was like, but this one right here will get you the best. I was like, okay, I am not gonna deal with this dude. He has no idea what he's talking about. And maybe there was a tier of women that I was missing out on because of this Mustang, because I didn't have this Mustang. And this was before I think this was before the No Scrub song came out. But I'm like, listen, it's really not worth it. Whatever, you're talking ridiculously more than my budget can handle. I think I was working at Burger King at the time. So I'm not fooling with this. I'm not dealing with this foolishness. And I left. It's the same thinking. So yeah, I guess it would gain you temporary access to her. And she's if they can't see through the mask, they can't see that I would be living at home and I really wouldn't have money for much else if I was doing this. Yeah. So this is all kind of bad because there are people who are faking it till they make it and they are getting the expensive cars. Once women catch on to that you don't have resources outside of that, because that's what they want. They're just using the car to gauge how much money you're willing to spend on them. And by the way, if you spend money on a car to attract women, then they know that you are willing to spend the money on the women themselves. You are literally looking to purchase female interest. So they already got you. And that's the same with shoes and other aspects of frivolous spending, gold chains, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They're like, okay, this man is obviously spent the money to catch my eye. Now let's see what I can do with that. So, yeah, she's talking about the story of the Dusty who bamboozled her out of the box while married to someone who's possibly dustier. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. All right, so I'm going to stop right here and transition a bit. So, talking about the hood mentality. Now, the hood mentality is there's a lot of negative things that goes along with the hood mentality. Lack of restraint being one of them. Another one being a hustle mentality. Is highly manipulative. Basically, there's this scarcity mindset going on in the hood that the only way you can get something is if you take it from someone else. Convince them to give it to you, but the only way to get something is not through generating it, it's through taking it from someone else. It's a thief mentality. It's a city mentality versus a agricultural one versus a farming mentality. Like, okay, the way to get food is to grow it from the ground or raise it as livestock or something like that. That's you generate it through other means. But a urban population, they look at it as like, okay, there's only so much food, I got to get it any way I can. So it's a whole different mentality. Hit the like button. So the question is, with the woman examining yesterday, the ISIS, the new trophy wife, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, the question is she still hood? Does she have residual hood tendencies in her? Now, I'm going to do a little bit of playback, a little bit of history, a little bit of repeat from yesterday, and then I'm going to give my analysis. I'm going to compare it to someone who's overtly hood, and maybe two people who's overtly hood, depending on if I have time, and then we'll dig deeper into it. Okay, so fair use, fair use.
The new trophy wife. Today, I'm going to be sharing my story with you guys about how I went from being a single mom to a spoiled housewife in less than 1 year. And you can too. So, I had my first child when I was 17 years old. I intentionally got pregnant with my boyfriend at the time and basically turned into a child raising a child. I, a few years later, had my second child. So after having two children and being a single mom, I think that my self esteem was definitely low. I didn't know that at the time, but if I think back about the kind of men that I was choosing, it definitely was a reflection of my lower self esteem. I think that growing up, I was not taught the kind of men that I should be looking to attract and be in a relationship with. My mom drilled into me, oh, go with the man that's going to be the best breeder. And I think society drilled into me to go after the thug, the street dude, the swag.
Now, I'm not going to play this whole thing, by the way, but yesterday I talked about this and how society at her age, like 10 years ago, was not on that Nino Brown hype. Nino Brown came out like in 1990 or some crap. Like Boys in the Hood, Menace Society, all that stuff is from the 90s. Like this is the it's that was a the thug love. That's a trend that has been gone since largely before she was born. So the only way she would have that is one through her mother, who's older, and she probably grew up in that situation, and two from her surroundings, meaning that she came up in hood surroundings. She came up where guys had the gold chains, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, trying to impress. So and then of course she took it to heart. Well, she took it to womb, she took it to sperm and egg, like she took it to heart. So she embraced the hood mentality. And now she's claiming reform. She's going to housewife. And the question is, once again, just like a person who was raised in a foreign country, they develop a accent when they learn English. Some of the stuff from their upbringing is still with them. We want to determine with her how much. But before I get deeper into it, there was a comment that I want to address. And thank you for being a channel member. It says, "What's up, Game Changer?" Let's see. Was dating single mother of two different fathers. Yes, I know. Very similar to this situation. She treated everybody like crap. She, well, I'm assuming you mean she, was a bad person. And like you guessed, she wanted marriage within 2 to 3 years. Yeah. So here's the thing about that. And this is my philosophy on that, because I do consider myself to be a man of honor and integrity. However, I only have honor for honorable people, and I only have integrity for people with integrity. The moral foundations that you have for, say, a pick me or something, or a more deserving woman, does not really apply to her. If you feel it's in your best interest to pump and dump her, then by all means enjoy yourself. That's what she made herself for. I mean, she's not a good person. She's made it apparent by her treatment of others that if given the opportunity, she would do it to you or do it to whomever else. She don't care about the misery of others that she caused upon others. Why do you care about the misery that she caused on you? So yes, if you find it in your best interest to lead her to believe that something will happen in 2 to 3 years until you find somebody better, or you simply get tired of her box, then by all means do so. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Type dude or whatever you want to call it. But neither one of those was the best approach to going about dating and attracting a husband. So after having my second child, I was working hard. I was making really good money. I think I was making about maybe 90K at the time, which for me as a 24-year-old woman was good. I thought I was doing good. I had my own place. I owned my car. I was very self-sufficient, all about the mindset of, oh, I can do it by myself. I don't need a man, as so many of us modern women say. I can do it all by myself. And
Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there because we got the gist of it. We got the gist of how she started off. She started off as a stereotypical hood chick, but once again, like with a lot of stuff she says, her story doesn't really, it's not connecting. The 90K is not connecting, because on one end you have this hood mom that that conceived you through grape while she's telling you to look for a breeder. And on the other hand, you come from this wealthy family that hires people, that can hire you through nepotism and pay you 90K. Like, really? So do you come from affluent business owners that's just breaking their daughters off 90K? Or do you come from hood women who say go for the goldest teeth? It's not adding up. So, but I'm going to pause it right there for a second. I'm going to pause it right there. And now we understand her upbringing, and we all know that she's now a trophy wife. She's, may or may not be a chameleon. I vote for the former in this case. But I want y'all to, let's go to the hood for a second. Hit the like button. ghetto. Let's go to the ghetto to understand the mentality that she comes from and that she embraced twice into her womb. Somebody said maybe the part about making 90K came from her sugar daddy. No. She said that her family, that her family was able to put her on to like the family business or something like that. Meaning that they would be making more than 90K, meaning that, they're not hood necessarily. But they are. So it's weird. Okay. The ghetto. All right. Says reported that her children's father has assaulted both her and her kids. Sounds familiar? Sounds familiar? Okay. Let's get into it.
Both her and the kids. The man also called, saying the woman was blocking him from leaving for work and following him outside. The officer arrived waiting outside the building.
I just try to get my stuff and walk to go to work. I ain't do nothing. You know how she is.
Where?
I just don't want to go to jail. I stay here because I don't want to go to jail. I want to go to work. That's it.
Wait, why'd you have to come back to get your stuff?
Because she had the stuff in the car and then she wouldn't let me get out the car. That's what caused the commotion. And then when I got out of this car, then she started causing more commotion. I didn't do nothing, man, bro. I just trying to go to work, bro. I ain't put my hand. She ain't got no bruises or nothing, but she gonna say more and more because she mad and I'm trying to go, though. I ain't do nothing, man. I promise you I ain't do nothing.
Do you have any marks
scars?
On you?
No, I don't. I from work, but now I don't have nothing. No, I don't have nothing. And then I can show you the recording. Because now her son about to say I've been putting my hands on him and stuff, but I haven't.
Isaiah?
Yeah, he gonna say that because she gonna tell him to say it. So I was recording too because she broke my phone.
Okay. So this gentleman is saying that his girl is going to accuse him of CA, first word being child, second word sounding like obtuse, and what's that called? DA. So he knows that she's accusing him of CA and DA. And he's basically speaking to the cops like hat in hand, like, hey, I'm just trying to go to work. You could see the green, the lime green shirt that he has on underneath. That's where people who are typically road workers, they have that so you can see them, so you don't run them over. It used to be orange. I don't know why they changed it, but that's what that's about. So that's the type of work that he does, and so he's a hardworking brother, and he has to go through this. He has to go through this crap. Now, the accusation is consistent with the accusation that the trophy wife has made. A hood chick is following the same accusation pattern of the trophy wife, and that is he obtused both me and the kids. When stuff hit the fan, that's the go-to. Let's watch this play out.
Knocked my phone out my hand. See, when I was recording, hold on. Because I just don't want to go to jail. I don't want.
You can record it. Because guess what? That's my phone. My phone, and I'll show them in my settings that's my phone. It says
what happened to the top of the door?
He took my phone.
That bin broke.
Yup, he took my phone.
Top of the door bin broke.
He got
From
my
the last time, remember you was there and all that, the thing happened. It still never got fixed. It just had a crack on it.
Say yeah, yes he did. He's scared to tell. He's scared to tell.
I just want to go to work.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? She asked his son to out him for obtuse. And when the son said no, she said, yeah, tell him the truth. He's scared to tell him. He's scared to tell him. A mother coercing a son, a child, to make accusations against the father. Sounds familiar. Very similar to the trophy wife situation, allegedly. All right. Kevin Murray says, doing all that in front of the kids. No, they are getting the kids involved. They are trying to get the kids to lie on the father. Let's watch this again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just don't want to go to jail. I don't want.
You can record it, because this one, that's my phone. My phone, and I'll show them in my settings that's my phone. It says
What happened to the top of the
He
door?
took my phone.
That been broke.
Yup, he took my
Top
phone.
of the door been broke.
He got
From
my
the last
kids,
time,
he
remember
put
you was there
his hands on
and
my
all that
child.
the thing happened? It still
Yup.
never got fixed. It just had a
Yup.
crack in it.
That's
Yup.
not surprising.
Say yes, say yeah, yes he did. Yes, he did. He's scared.
She's telling him to say, yes, he did. He put his hands on my children. Y'all see this?
He's scared to tell. Because
No,
all you do
I
is
just
threaten my
wanted to go to
kids.
work.
All you do is threaten my. Yeah. I don't care, Zoe. You're not going to work. You're going to be broke for the rest of your life. You got no car. Stop touching my thing. Help!
You ain't doing it. I just trying to.
You don't car. Keep laughing. You behind the damn fucking car door.
Do you have a purse?
Oh, what place I got? I'm trying to go to work on the porch. I don't have a purse. I got my work stuff. All work stuff.
Put a hole in my wall.
I'm gonna end up going to jail if I was.
I'm just gonna start from the beginning.
I just don't want to go to jail because I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
I don't want her to go to jail neither though. I'm not doing nothing. I don't want to go to jail. I just want to go home or go to work. That's it.
You mind?
That's it.
Like, can I just press that and call so I can record? All right.
Let me see something because that's not jail. Let me call it. Because I don't. Go ahead. I just don't want to go to jail, bro. I don't want nobody to go to jail. I'm trying to go home. No, what purse I got? Man, fucking purse. I'm trying to go to work on the porch.
That poor dude. That poor dude. This is in the morning. See, brothers, you're not going to be able to get anywhere with, you're not going to be able to get anywhere with women like this. And the truth of the matter is they don't want you to get anywhere. They don't want you to get anywhere because if black men collectively were more successful, where would that leave them? The only way he's with this woman and he's tolerating this woman is because he's bound by poverty to do so. That's the only reason he is spending any time, money, and energy. And I mean, of course, there's the obvious, but that's really the only reason why he's spending any time, money, energy dealing with this woman. It's because it's because he can't leave. And truth be told, the only reason why she's spending time with him, and this is going to be sad to say because I like this brother, is because he can't leave. That's part of the hood mentality. These dudes don't want to be there. They can't leave. These women want to be there. These men cannot leave in his current socioeconomic position. Now he's young. So that's going to change for him over time. He wears that vest, show up on time and work hard. That's going to change. She knows that. She's trying to interfere with that. That relationship is depending on him not getting raises and promotions. If she can stifle his ability to work effectively, then he will remain with her.
I don't have a purse. I got my work stuff, all work stuff. I got no fucking purse. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna end up going to jail if I would have went straight to work.
How did you get into work?
She was supposed to take me, but I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna have to walk to Savannah on the porch. Yeah.
How long were you recording for?
I don't know. I just was recording, and then I recorded to the point that she said,
"You're not gonna make it to your job."
You see what I'm saying? I was trying to go to work the whole while.
Y'all hear her in the background? This is the hood mentality. You see, when you see the attractive, light-skinned woman pretending to be classy, pretending to be the classy trophy wife mother, etc., etc., etc. Remember that this is where she came from. And not only did she come from here, because people have little control over, where they were born. Actually, I have no control over where they were born and raised. However, she she adopted that mentality by having those two kids. She signed on those. I grew up in the hood too, and I know, like myself, there are a lot of people there who did not subscribe to the culture. There are a lot of people, including myself. There are a lot of people there who just like, something, this culture isn't for me. Just because I live in China, that does not mean I have to eat Chinese food. Like, this culture is not for me. But at one point it was for her, meaning that at one point her behavior mirrored the behavior of the woman in this video.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm saying? But you won't let me get my stuff out the car and stuff.
You don't do shit right. You don't do shit with your family right. You treat me like shit, and you wonder why your ancestors not blessing you. You behind your candle's out. The candle is out. No blessing for you.
I just want to know if I'm in the clear. She don't got no bruises.
Well, I gotta go talk to her next, obviously. What did she say?
Oh no.
What noise?
There was never no noise up there. She lying.
Okay. I guess, can you stay with him, and then I gotta go talk to her.
My mama go to jail.
I have to talk to her first. What do you mean? Oh, okay.
That's not ours. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I was like, hey.
What you doing?
We got a phone call.
No.
What you doing? This is the hood mentality. This is the hood mentality. Just, okay. Keep in mind that the hood mentality, the hood culture is not a contemporary one, meaning that their behaviors is not consistent with the times. That's why she was, even though she was being recorded, she was behaving as if she wasn't being recorded. Because now brothers have wised on. Now, because if it wasn't for cameras and recordings, he would be in the back of a police car and he would lose his job. And she knew that, like they knew that. That's what they did back in the 90s. They behaved the exact same way, just with no recording to exonerate the brothers. So just to be clear, that's the case. And now she's doing this fake. And look at how she walked away. Like, what are you doing? And now she's going to try to put on her white girl voice. Let's hear.
No, please don't do this. No, it's not. Oh my God.
You called or he called?
No, yes, because my car. I need help with my cars.
No, it's not a matter of, I see she called the police in hope of getting him caught up. They like the threat of police. They like that power that, okay. Y'all remember the movie Baby Boy, 1999? Back when stuff like this was popular. And even then it was fading because, D-boys weren't seen as having money, because he was riding a bike and driving Yvette's car. But anyway, back on the movie Baby Boy, she said, "I'm gonna call your probation officer and send Joe Black, you know what, back to jail." They like doing that. Now they never actually go through with it, but they like having that authority over you. They like having the fear and the ability to send you to jail at their whim. So he called her bluff, and she took the bluff a little too far, and she called the cops. And now she's trying to backpedal because she actually don't want him to go to jail. Okay. Understand how hood dynamics and situations work. Okay. What she's doing, this whole relationship dynamic, this is how hood relationship dynamics work, is the government, Kamala Harris's government, pays for most of everything she needs, whether it's affordable housing, which I'm pretty sure that that's what this is, you know, and whether it's affordable housing, food, energy, and all that stuff. They take care of the basics. Now, for weed, Hennessy, transportation, and gas, and Netflix, they need a dude for that. Now they can't get a dude that earns too much money because I'm not putting up with this crap. I got a whole house to go home to. Like I'm not putting up with this crap. And I don't need to share in what the government is giving her at all. So that's out of the question. That's out of the question until she gets a little bit older. Those kids are starting to become adults. Then she's out looking for quote unquote high value man. But that's her future. That's not her present. Her present is that she's in this situation and she needs this dude, to make sure the car note is paid, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's what's really going on. That's what's really hood. That's the mentality that exists right now in her. So she don't want him to go to jail and she don't want him to lose his job, but she want to maintain that deference and authority over him. So it's kind of like cracking a whip without actually whipping somebody. But she took it too far when she called.
Sir,
What?
I had put my kids in the car, and when I was getting my stuff out the house, my car won't start. Like it's locked. It's locked. My car's locked. Can you please help me? That's what I'm trying to do. And then I was looking for him. He's up there. He's about to go to walk to work. He got his bag on his backpack on his back. Yeah, he's about to go to work. Because our car is locked. I need you to. Can you please help me, sir?
With the
Please.
car?
Yeah, it's the car. It's the car. Please. Like I don't know what's wrong. The brakes are off. See, that's my kids are taking home. I tried turning it. It won't turn. It's a brand new car, sir. I'm trying to take him to work.
So did anything happen between you and him?
No, nothing happened. Nothing happened. I swear, nothing happened. Okay. I'm trying to take him to work.
No, nothing happened. I swear nothing happened. Now, she don't know that he already seen the video. She does not know that he already seen the video. And by the way, dang, that is a lot of weave. By the way, this cop was already there. Like, like they always getting into it. And apparently that's his jurisdiction. So he knows them by name. Dude was like, you remember because you was here last time. That door been broke. Like, yeah. I could not be a cop. I could not be a cop. I would be a freaking lunatic. Everybody, I would be fired so quick because I'm pepper spraying people just because. Just because. The moment I met this chick, I'd ask her 2 questions. Ma'am, are you pregnant? No. Do you have any heart conditions? No. And then I would tase her. For no damn reason. And then drive off. Why are you helping her with her car? She is AAA. Like, I mean, that's what AAA is for. That's not what 911 is for.
In my car, it won't start.
Okay.
It's a brand new car. There's gas and everything in there.
$41 to $43. Good talk.
By the way, don't think that I would tase her off of no misogynistic or no, I don't like Keisha stuff. I tase her because I like tasing people. I think it's funny. I like the science of it. And pretty much almost anybody can get tased. If I was a cop, I would be drive-by tasing people. I think the shit's funny. It's nothing personal.
The white one?
Yes, sir.
I thought you had a different car.
Huh?
I thought you had a different.
Yeah, I had a Buick, but see, the ignition went out, so my dad had came to basement to pick it up, and I got this new car.
Okay.
And that's what's going on. She went out, she put money down on a new car that he's paying for because he has a job, she don't. You know, it's morning time, the kids is going to school, and she's still in the road with no panties on.
$43. Can you ask him a legality question? Okay.
Say, sit down, baby. Can you, like, it won't, like, when I try to turn it with the key, it won't work.
Because this dude pressed the off button.
What button?
This one. This one.
What's that mean?
That means it's
That's nothing, right? Does that stop the car from starting?
No, that's traction control.
Say, can you just sit down, please? I need help starting my car, sir. I'm sorry. See?
Wait.
I don't know.
Is there like an emergency brake or something?
No, I don't know. I only had this car for almost a month now. Literally. I was trying to get him, but y'all pulled up. Try to see if he know how to fix it.
Now that's interesting.
And it's never had this issue?
No.
Oh, she's Puerto Rican?
Never. Literally.
So I thought that was a Texas flag. Because I know they're in Georgia. I thought that was a Texas flag, but it's a Puerto Rican flag. I don't know if she's Puerto Rican or he's Puerto Rican, or did they buy the car from a Puerto Rican?
Hey, please, baby, get in the car.
I don't even know what the problem is. I think the other officer knows more about cars than me.
Matter what.
It is not your job.
Hey, how do you know Hyundai Sonatas?
My car is locked. Like, it won't turn.
Yeah,
the steering
could you
wheel
come down here and help us with the car?
So you must have called the police when you was walking. He must have called y'all when he was walking.
He called after you called.
That's why I said so, because I was right here trying to fix this, and while he was saying he said he was gonna walk to work, but I guess he was trying to call y'all too to see if he could help.
See, the worst thing about the ghetto is people like her. Yeah. Like, when you really stop and think about it, it wouldn't be a bad place. You know, you got the barbecue grills, you got okay. And I'm not touting ghetto life or anything like that. What I am saying is the price is right. It would be a nice place for a young people to just live and chill and stack their bread. It really would be. You know, let's just say, you know, because of low income housing, they only have to pay $100 a month. You know, not a bad deal, not terrible. You know, the worst places I've seen, and I've only seen this on TV, was like those high rises in Chicago and in New York where they piss in the elevators. That seemed like it's some nasty trash. That seems like it's some nasty trash. Like, to just ride in an elevator every day of somebody else's piss and the elevator is all old and rickety. Like, that's bad. Like, that's bad outside of the people that's in it. But like this, because I guess they're similar to us where their apartment buildings cannot be more than 2 stories. For us, I think it's earthquake reasons. For them, that's probably just how they do things. But that don't seem that bad. Of course, the apartment's in her name because the whole low income thing is in her name. She doesn't work. She has a robe on.
Dominique, the bus already came.
Yeah.
You're not going on the bus today, baby. I have to take you to school. You got a dentist appointment at 10:30 with Donald. Okay. You'll see your friends later.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, the other officer's coming to help with
Okay,
the car.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Of course, I'm gonna see what I can do to get your car running.
Thank you.
I can't make any promises though.
I know.
gotta go to school, baby. You'll see me. How did you do that? What did you do? I need to know.
So your car has an anti-theft which engages. So the issue is that your entire system was locked up. So with
Oh my God. Thank y'all.
He wasn't saying much. He was just saying anti-theft system and blah 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 blah. I had to go forward because of music, but yeah.
All right, come on. Find Daddy.
I did notice that, and I know it's a jurisdiction thing, and what police, agency you work for. But I seen an officer out here years ago. She was so pretty. I was cracking up. So this is a separate story. I seen this officer. He had like a completely void and vacant expression when he was putting handcuffs, and I don't know why, but he was putting handcuffs on this pretty sexy white girl. And he just didn't care, but she was just so shocked that it would happen to her, because she's used to men, she's used to men like the police officer trying to get into her panties. So she was just shocked. The whole shock in her face was amusing to me. But the thing about this officer was he had tattoos. I seen it, and it was up to where this part covers. Like, he didn't have any tattoos on his arms proper like he did. He just had it on his shoulder, like down to right where the shirt ends. I thought that was funny. I was like, oh wow, you probably just drew a line and went to the tattoo artist. Like, yes, I'm not allowed to have tattoos like right here. Like his whole torso might be tatted up like up into that point. So I guess that place they didn't allow it. What was I? I was in Richmond. Yeah, so.
Hey. We got 10.95%. Her? Yes.
Yeah, he is.
It's on video.
okay, so why you?
That's why I need you down here. She was right behind me when I was on the phone.
Shopping, yeah. What's that in your hand? Give me that. No. That goes on the ground. No, it does not. Yes, it does.
She said it's well, all right. Go ahead and say it.
Those are the words that changed my life forever.
Dave, can you get in the car for the seagull, please?
All right, Jasmine.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a bad thing. You're going to be placed under arrest.
Why?
For simple battery.
What do you mean simple battery, sir?
Domestic.
She has an engagement ring on. She's engaged to that dude.
What you mean domestic? Can I call?
It was on video.
Can I call? I got video too though. I can show y'all.
You said nothing happened?
No, can I call my phone? Can I call my kids? My kids.
We're going to let you make a phone call.
Okay, hold on, sir. Please, sir, please. Please. Okay, sir, can I please call? I got to call, please, my kids. My cars.
We got to
My
put you
kids,
in
y'all,
handcuffs first.
Please. Y'all, please. Stop it. Y'all, can I please call?
Just stay still. Just stay still.
Y'all, I didn't hit him, y'all. Y'all, please, my son is right here. Can I?
Hey,
Y'all,
stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
Okay. Can you come here, please? Help.
That boy know he ain't gonna do nothing, but he has to pretend because that's what mama expects of him. He has to step up, but he know he's not gonna do nothing. He know he can't do nothing, and that's okay. But he has to play the role anyway.
Oh my God, y'all really, y'all, really, y'all gonna do me like this? Can I get my phone, y'all? Can I get my phone? Can you get my phone? Y'all, I didn't do nothing, y'all. I promise. Can y'all please help? Call my husband. Can you get my phone, sir? My son? And do what? I ain't got no clothes on, y'all. I ain't got no drawers on. I ain't got no
drawers on. She dropping kids off with no drawers. Now, that really shouldn't matter if she has pants on. So really one of two things is going on. There's one or two reasons that she said that. One, because she don't have any pants on underneath that robe, which is like, why are you dropping little boys off with a robe on and no pants on, with no pants on underneath, or no shorts or nothing? Why are you doing that? And two, if you do have pants on or shorts or something, why are you telling everybody that you ain't got no drawers on? Is that supposed to be like a seduction technique? Like, what is that?
No drawers on. I ain't got no drawers on. I ain't got no drawers on.
What is that? Once again, this is the hood mentality. Weaponizing the pub. Okay, here's the thing. If the woman, if the trophy wife woman, because that's what we're talking about here, if the trophy wife woman from yesterday, if she is lying about this situation, it will eventually come out. It'll eventually come out. Just like her lying about the situation came out. You know, she's seen that her fiance or whatever was recording. She's seen him recording. She knew the truth was eventually going to come out, and she was still lying. So y'all are understanding the hood mentality. So the question is, did she ever leave the hood mentality? Did she ever leave the hood mentality behind? I'll let you all be the judge of that.
Oh my God! Somebody help me! Sir, can you please call my mom? Get my phone so I can call my mom. Get my phone so I can call my mom, sir, please.
You keep making things harder for us by not letting us put you
So
in the
you was
car.
gonna let my car run and just like leave the car running while my kids in there?
We're right here.
Can you get my phone, please, so I can
Yes.
call? Okay, sir, can you call me? Can you call my mom?
Watch out, I gotta take the keys out.
Is that her phone?
Yes.
Why are random kids going inside the car?
And let me call her husband for the kids, man.
She wants to call her mom.
But yeah,
Who are you?
I'll sit with the kids, man. I got
Appreciate it.
man.
Oh, please, so I can call. Okay,
Please
sir, can you
have a
call my?
seat.
Can you call my mom?
Move your
Mama,
feet.
he gotta get my
I
phone.
understand.
He gotta get.
Move your foot, ma'am.
Sir, can you please? Oh my God! No, sir. Did he really show you that shit? Really? Sir, please, can I call my mom? I gotta get.
Sir. Somebody said count how many times she called him sir.
My kids.
Somebody said, did the boyfriend leave? Yes. This man is at work. He walked to work. He walked to work, which is labor intensive, and he probably has a labor intensive job. So, he's going to be less, productive than Pedro, who don't have to deal with crap like this. And, who's going to get the promotion first?
My kids, sir, my kids. Sir, my kids.
The window to that door apparently doesn't work. Yeah.
Yes.
Let me try it again. Yeah, it's not working.
Remind you that this justice is happening because of the invention of cell phone cams. That is it. If it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for that, the situation would be entirely reversed. He would be going to jail. Actually, nothing to happen, but I'm just saying, like, it'll still be hell to pay. he would be living in a situation where he's under the threat of going to jail just at her whim. Because she's a better liar and she's a better pleader than him.
Please, y'all, please. Please let me
This one does, Coleman.
This way, sir.
Coleman, this one does.
Please. What the world? Can I please come along, sir, please? I gotta give her my kids. My kids, sir, my kids. Hey, Siri. First, let me call my baby daddy, please. He gotta get the car.
He's calling your Alondo. Your neighbor?
No, he don't know his number. Can you please call? Hey, Siri, call my forever. Hey, Siri, call my forever. After this, can I come along? He need to get the keys in the car. My baby daddy.
I got your keys right here.
He's gonna get the car?
No, if you want him
Yes,
to.
yes, I do. Can you put it on speaker, please?
So that means he ain't going to work. That means he ain't going to work, or he's going to be real late. He can't afford a lift. He's a young dude, and he don't have money for a lift, so he can't afford a lift. He got to walk, and he got to deal with this crap. Now he's late.
Can you turn it up?
It's all the way up.
Okay.
It says it's calling.
He didn't call him?
No, it says it's calling on here.
Zoe. Okay, can you call my mom? I'm gonna call my mom. Hey Siri. Can you call call Nana? Put it on speaker, please. If it don't call iPhone, can you call the mobile one? She got 2 phones, sir. Please, she's at work. Mommy, they're locking me up. Because Zoe said I did simple battery to him, Mommy. You gotta come get the kids in the car, Mommy.
She said because he said I did simple battery to him. No, he showed you doing simple battery to him while you were trying to frame him for obtusing your kids. You were setting him up for child obtuse. So people who think, and this goes back to the trophy wife, people who think that they are incapable of just arbitrarily saying that you abuse my children when they get upset, that is not the case. That is something that they are well capable of doing. They are well capable of doing.
He said simple battery. He showed a video that I was hitting him, I guess, when I got a video when I was defending myself. Today, Mommy, I'm in the police car now. Please come get me.
So she's defending herself. So it's not defending her kids. She was defending herself. So she is accusing him now.
You're going to come get me out of jail?
What about the kids?
Mommy, you got to come get the kids, Mommy.
The officer had to tell her, what about the kids? Remember yesterday, she was all about, what am I going to do about my show? It's like, what about the kids? See, women like this, hood women, have to be reminded to take care of their kids. See, here's the thing. Hood is not just a place, it's a mentality. There's a reason. You ever notice that college students don't live in the hood? So for those of you who haven't been, most require that you live in the dorms the first year. And then the second year, you find an apartment, you find something, right? You're out the dorms and you got to find something. You got to find a place to stay on your own. Now, ideally, the hood would be perfect for that, because chances are, if this is your first generation, or excuse me, if this is your if your parents don't have money, let's put it like that. If your parents don't have money, then chances are you qualify for low income dot. And the hood would be a place for you, for someone in your tax bracket. But you never see them live there. And the reason is because the mentality don't fit. They always live in these like college town apartments, like as I did. And vice versa. The hood people don't move to the college town apartments. Like they don't take their Section 8 vouchers there. Like there's a reason for all of this. And that is both sides are escaping a culture that is foreign and toxic to either side.
They're at home with the keys. Yes, mommy. They tried. My car was locked. They helped me fix the car to crank back up, and then they locked me up talking about simple battery.
So where's Zay?
Zay is in the car with the baby, and the car is running, and the police officer got my keys.
Okay, Jessica, but I need to know if he's gotta go to school.
Mommy, he got a dentist appointment at 10:30 with the baby at Dogwood.
I'm not gonna be able to do all that.
That's fine, but you need to get the kids, mom. You need to get the kids. How I'm gonna get out of jail, mommy?
Well, how much is it gonna be?
I don't know how much it's gonna be, sir.
It depends on what the judge says.
What you mean what the judge says?
You have to go before a judge on.
So they're not gonna give me a bond when I get in there?
No, because it's domestic.
It's domestic.
It's you and him.
What you mean me and him? Babe, come here. My mom is on the phone. How you gonna show him a video of me when I didn't even show him shit? How you gonna do that to my mom? I'm not getting out, they said.
Okay.
I'm not getting out of jail.
Jasmine. Oh.
How you gonna show them a video of me? And I didn't show them shit. You threatened to call the cops. Yes, it was an empty threat, but he had to take it seriously. See, they're aware of this climate and the tension between police and black men, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And they're using that. They weaponize everything against black men. They weaponize everything against black men. And really, to keep it a buck, they actually instigate tensions between police and black men so they can do stuff like this. So, yeah. I mean, what is he supposed to, like, this dude, he's like, listen, I'm going to show this video to clear my name because y'all here coming after me. What was he supposed to do?
Why you do me like this?
Jasmine.
Why did you do me like this? You got my mouth straight. Okay, I'm sorry, sir. What you said?
Because you keep.
No, you're right. Okay,
you
I'm gonna
keep
shut up. I'm gonna shut up, sir.
yelling.
I'm
You
gonna shut up.
keep
Sorry, can I get on?
The way he slowly rolled up the window while she was still talking is classic. That is classic. Like the pickles. That is classic pickles. No, that's Vlasic. My bad. That's classic Coca-Cola. That is classic. That was classic. It was just going. She was like, wait a minute. I would do that again.
Why you do me like this?
Jasmine.
Why did you do me like this? You got my mouth straight. Okay, I'm sorry, sir. What you said?
Because you.
No, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up, sir. I'm gonna shut up.
Yelling.
Sorry, can I get on the phone with my mom, please?
Hello?
Sorry, can I get the phone with my mom, please? Oh. Stuff like that is something I do miss about the hood, though. You don't see that every day. Like I can imagine people in quieter parts of the world. They don't see stuff like that every day. That's for sure. He's like, okay, can I get in touch? And she was like, I'm saying, sir. Oh,
So he's going to take care of the
Yeah, she gives him permission to have the keys and to take care of the kids.
Okay, well, Alondo's going to take care of the.
There you go.
I don't want to press charges. I'm not pressing charges.
I've already explained this to you.
What happened?
Like,
Let me get the pen.
it's a domestic. It means the state presses charges.
So,
Yeah, but
This man was walking to work, smoking a cigarette, and then he get a call from the neighbor. You got to walk back. Like, so that's a whole day of work. That's a whole day of pay gone. A whole day of pay gone dealing with this foolishness. Somebody said, because she had a Puerto Rico flag, but I mean, both things can be true at the same time. Person can be Afro-Latino. Or maybe she just got the flag because she thought it was cool, made her look exotic.
I'm giving him the keys, okay? I'm giving him the keys, okay?
She only thing I was just showing you the video to show I won't go to jail.
Yeah, and you're not going to jail.
Listen to me very carefully, okay? Right now, you need to focus.
I don't know if dude is tall, but that officer is a short dude. He's a small person. I think he is, because I think the other officer's camera is on his chest. So you should see upper. I think that this is a short police officer. Somebody said dude is slow. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. I mean, look at everything that's going on. Of course, like if he grew up like that, think about those kids, right? This is a whole day of education gone. Like, and this happens regularly. Even if the mama doesn't get arrested regularly, they wake up to morning distractions. You know, like how he gonna go to school the next day and learn some multiplication tables, learn some short division? Like, I mean, how he gonna go to school after this? You think either one of them two is helping with the homework? I could tell you no. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. This is something that I've realized with during my time as a mentor to children, most of whom, if not all, are hood. First of all, shout out to the parents who took the time to get them into my program. That being said, because I did it for free. So you are dependent. I was part of another handout that is given to your children. You know, you had children expecting others like myself to educate them or give them an edge. And I did so because I wanted Black kids to have a mathematical and scientific edge on Asians. That was my mission statement in 2015. Anyway, an average hood parent do not understand 5th grade math. And to be perfectly frank, I'm pretty sure many of you in this chat room don't either. And this isn't insulting your intelligence. This is just the way society respects mathematics education. That's how I made money, to be quite frank, because some time ago I was a math tutor. So I do understand what that is. And I don't think that they're helping with the homework. In fact, I know that they're not. You know, so they're going to school at a deficit. I'm not calling them low IQ. Undereducated and low IQ is two different things. Those are two completely different things. You know, and a lot of them are undereducated for that reason. Like, for that reason, just poor home circumstances. I try to combat that with my program, and I get crucified for it. That's a whole nother story.
Just on your kid. The kid's in that car. The car does start. Here's the keys. She gives permission for you to take the keys. Take care of your child. Prioritize that before anything else right now, okay? Can you go and take care of your child for me?
You see, an adult man should not have to say to an adult man, "Could you go and take care of your child for me?" Why is that for me? Why is that for him? Hold on right quick. All right.
You're good with him being with the kids, right?
Do you want him to have your phone, or do you want your phone to go with you?
She in there crying.
Only reason I show.
Okay, somebody's talking about the low IQ thing. Listen, there is a deficit between African American IQ and Asian and white IQ that can't be ignored. You also can't ignore the circumstances under which Black children are nurtured. Like, what if that boy's IQ test is today? I mean, come on now. It's you really can't compare. Now, you can make the intelligent argument that, the reason why they're in these circumstances is because the parents have low IQ. That's definitely something arguable and it's something worth researching. Don't really care because I could tell most white men that mine's is higher than yours and mine's is bigger than yours. Yeah. Ha. So that's a them problem.
We already let you talk, and you were screaming at him.
Yeah, I told him I don't want to press charge.
Do you want him to have your phone?
Do you want him to have your phone? I'll let you for a couple minutes. I know that.
We've already facilitated the kids. So, you want him to have the phone? Okay.
Okay. You can do that at the jail. You can do that at the jail. Okay. Well, you'll have to call someone else.
They're not letting me. They not letting me do nothing.
All right, let's move over there.
I did not lie. I said only thing I said. I did not lie. I didn't say nothing.
So I think the echo is coming.
The video where we was in our house and
Female
I said I was saying,
Okay.
you shot up a video? All right. Yeah.
All right, boss. Like I said, you focus on yourself. So you can take care of our
I
job.
want my phone. I want my phone.
You want your phone?
Yes, I want my phone with me.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna hang up the phone.
Why did y'all get us brought her phone? Why did you? I want my phone. You have the right to remain silent. You don't have a right to a cell phone. And see, let me tell you something about this whole female officer thing, the requirement of a female officer to I guess search. I ain't got no panties on, what that does is it makes male officers, which is the overwhelming majority of police officers, reluctant to arrest female officers because they don't want to do that. That's an extra step. Y'all gotta understand that when cops are not on duty, they are chilling. They spend the majority of their day chilling, sitting on the freeway, like looking for somebody speeding, maybe listen to my channel on YouTube, who knows? But the majority of their day is chilling, it's downtime. So they want to resolve these situations as quickly and efficiently as possible. And they don't want to have to do extra stuff like waiting on tow trucks, waiting on CPS people, waiting on female officers to pat a bitch down. They don't want to do all that. So, I mean, because they want to get back to chilling. They want to, and y'all see them chilling. Y'all see police officers chilling all the time. You walk into a Jamba Juice, they there getting a drink. That's how they spend their day. You walk into a Starbucks, they there with a cup of coffee. They don't do the donut thing anymore, but y'all get what I'm saying. They would rather not be doing this. So if they can avoid a situation where they don't have to arrest this bitch, they will. But they can't because she's just that obnoxious and just that much of a menace to everybody. So now they got to do this, and now they got to wait for the one female officer that they probably got to stop what the fuck she's doing and go there to pat the bitch down. Plus the paperwork, exactly. They would rather not be doing this. So, which makes women a lot less arrestable. Plus CPS workers. Sometimes they got to call if the father wasn't there, he'd have to call. They have to wait for a CPS bitch.
Yes.
I don't even know your number.
912-572.
They're gonna let her
I
get
don't know
the numbers
your
out.
number. I don't have no money, no nothing.
Well,
This is my job.
what's it?
They give out tickets so they don't look like they've been chilling all day. They give out tickets. Salute to Black Ram 313. They give out the tickets so they don't look like they've been chilling all day. But they don't want to deal with this ghetto garbage. Nobody do. That's why if I was a police officer, I would just randomly tase people. So they know not to call me. They know not to bother me. One time, years back, I was walking to bus stop or something, right? And I cut through the cuts to get there. I seen this white officer. He was fast asleep. He woke up, made eye contact with me. I gave him a nod, kept walking, right? And because I don't care. I know that that's what y'all do. I know that y'all chilling. I know that when it's early, if you got the early shift or something and nobody's gonna call, you chilling. And he drove past me. He was like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey." He was like, "Where you on your way to?" I was like, "I'm on my way to the bus stop. I'm gonna cut through this this little tunnel underneath the train tracks, right?" And then he just looked. I was like, "So everything cool?" He was like, "Have a nice day." He drove off because I didn't do shit. You don't want to sleep, I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing. What am I gonna do? I don't care. But that's what they do. I don't care. But people like them is just waking them up. It's just disturbing a peace.
The number?
I can't even get home. I don't got no money to get out of jail.
I'm about to go. I got you.
She was charged with simple battery under the Domestic Violence Act, searched by a female officer, and taken to jail.
All right. So now we understand the hood mentality that she comes from. We understand that hood mentality. So, and she embraced it. She had a child, the trophy wife that I spoke about yesterday. She had a child at a young age. She probably was arguing with the popo, over petty ghetto garbage like she always did. And when push comes to shove, she accuses the man of abusing the children. That's kind of what they do. So the question remains, how much of this mentality left her in her journey to become a trophy wife? And once again, I'm going to leave that to you all to answer. Now, I'm not going to be able to play all of this, or actually I'm going to try to at double speed. But here's another example of Real Housewives of the Ghetto.
Stop, or you're going to be placed under arrest, right?
Oh my God!
Today, on Uncovered, what could have been a simple interaction with police turns into complete chaos when this jealous female couldn't handle how her boyfriend was talking to her friend. Her meltdown is completely unnecessary and gets both her and her boyfriend arrested. Watch as she causes her entire friend group to crumble in seconds.
7 is approximately 5 to 6 African-American females.
Guys, hang on a second. No, I'm telling you guys to stop. You're being detained.
You are being officially detained. If you leave, you'll be placed under arrest.
For what?
Until we figure out what's going on.
No, we good.
We just
I misunderstand.
So that's what we need to figure out. That's what it's
Be
for.
quiet.
No, he's good. Yo,
Darnell,
yo.
no, be quiet.
Guys. Relax.
Why you can't never listen?
Relax. He's fine. Relax.
You can't never.
In his face, never listen to me. I want to point out something because this is going to be relevant in the future. And I don't know if y'all seen this yet, but this one here, the one with the black bikini top, is significantly hotter than this one here, the one with the white t-shirt. That's going to be relevant in a moment, but right now, just enjoy the show.
Listen to me.
Relax. Relax.
I apologize for the disturbance. We're perfectly fine. We're trying to get our way to our destination. That's it.
Where are
A
you
little bit of a disturbance, but we're fine now.
Well, it wasn't just a little bit of a disturbance.
I know. I tried to de-escalate the situation, but we're fine now.
No, shut up.
Look, officer, we great.
I know.
They just had a misunderstanding.
We got a call saying there was a group of girls beating up one girl.
No, nobody beat up on nobody.
It was just a little.
Look, listen,
Was
it's a
it
misunderstanding.
you guys?
That's it. Nobody's beating up on
Was there another person there?
It was somebody else.
Shut up. Let him talk.
Shush. It was somebody else.
Hey, whoa, buddy, relax.
No,
Relax.
right now.
That's why I told.
Okay. Shut up. Shut up. You cannot get anywhere with bras like this. You can't. He just lied to the officer, saying nobody beat up nobody. And then she followed up with, no, it was a whole different group of girls, but they gone now, or some crap like that. It's like, listen, shut up and let the man lie.
Stop yelling. Stop. Guys. Guys. One person speak.
I de-escalated the situation. Can you
Both you guys stop.
Can you guys please stop?
No, but
So now y'all could see what I was saying earlier, that this one is significantly hotter than this one. He don't want to be there either.
Just one person speak.
Okay, there was a situation. There was no situation. Don't touch me. You're not listening.
Listen. Yo, my man. Cut it out.
bro, because I'm kind of tired of chilling.
Well, I need you to chill out too.
No,
Everyone
because
stop
she.
yelling. Everyone stop yelling. Everybody. Her, you, everybody. So what happened?
We were all talking, okay? It was right here. And I told them you guys need to be fighting and stuff because it's a residence here. You guys are being highly disrespectful. Two people and I was trying to
If you guys don't stop yelling, you're gonna be locked up for disorderly conduct. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Just shut up. Shut up.
And I can't stress that enough. Cops do not want to do this crap. Like, I can't stress that enough. They do not. Nobody wants to deal with this crap. They really don't. Only they like being them. Only they like their company. Only they like their company. Because, truth be told, you don't want to. Nobody likes treating adults like children. You just don't.
So we're trying to avoid here.
I'm telling them.
Even when I wasn't even being like loud or anything, you still was doing I was trying to, but you never let me even say anything.
Can you explain what happened?
It was one like person that was yelling and everything. Like she was doing too much. She was yelling with somebody else.
Okay. Friends were yelling at each
Like
other,
our friends that we came with, like we ended up like me and him, we came on a train.
Okay.
They came in the car.
All right.
So it was different from like we was different from them.
I got
But
you.
we all came together like
You don't know each other. You're part of the same group.
exactly. We know each other, but
I got
she ended up arguing with somebody else and they ended up fighting or whatever. And that was it, you know?
And that was done.
We're all friends still.
Got you. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Misunderstanding.
I get that. When we roll up though, and you guys start walking away from us, that's going to cause an issue.
It's not us walking away from
Well,
you.
that's what you were
It's
just
us trying to figure out where the other one.
We're just going to grab some names
We
and
don't
we'll
even
be out
know
of
where
here.
the other person is at either.
We ain't grabbing names though.
We don't even know where the other person is at.
But
The other two people that was involved, we don't
why
know.
are you talking? Shut up.
You right.
That was classic. That was classic. So this is an inability to follow male leadership that we're dealing with here. Because what he's trying to concoct a lie, which is fine. People lie to officers all the time. I mean, that's part of being an authority. People are going to lie to you. he's trying to construct a lie to where nobody gets in trouble. You know, but because she kept talking, because the officer got all the information from her, you know, and then he pulls out the pad asking for names, and now she realizes, like, oh, wait, I'm snitching. Oh, it's like, yeah. And now he's like, shut up. And now she realized, like, okay, you know.
There's no need to shut up.
No, it is a need to shut up.
What I'm saying is exactly what I told you guys. We're sitting here causing a commotion outside the residence. We need to
No,
shut up and go on our way.
That's
This is
what
exactly
I'm trying
I told
to
you guys.
no,
The cops are going to be called because we're being ghetto outside of a residence.
No,
Shut up and go home.
no, respectfully.
And this is not making no better. This is making us look more like a fool.
Right, but this is what I'm trying to tell them. Like, it's nothing serious. It's just a misunderstanding.
Okay, but how can you talk like that with her, but not with me?
No, it's not.
Yeah. Holy crap. Just another day, just another day, just another day in the hood. And they're not even in the hood. They just wound up in a place. They just wound up in a place. They got off a train and wound up there. And the people that live there are like, what the hell is going on? Niggas. She said, how can you talk that way about her? How can you talk like that with her and not me? Because her behavior is completely different than yours. She's not in the middle of snitching. She's more articulate by, you know, a long shot. So she's a better spokesperson for the situation. And she's not snitching. It doesn't require that reaction. But what she's thinking is you're talking that way with her because she's significantly hotter than I am. And she is. And truth be told, that's probably the reason why he has a softer tone with her. That's probably part of the reason, a small part of the reason. But now she's in her feelings. Watch how this happen.
Shut up.
No, it is a need to shut up.
What I'm saying is exactly what I told you guys. We're sitting here causing a commotion outside the residence. We need to shut up and go on our way.
That's
This is
what
exactly
I'm trying
I told
to
you guys.
no,
The cops are going to be called because we're being ghetto outside of a residence. We need to shut up and go home.
No, respectfully.
And this is not making no better. This is making us look more like a fool.
Right, but this is what I'm trying to tell them. Like, it's nothing serious. It's just a misunderstanding.
Okay, but how can you talk like that with her, but not with me?
No, it's not.
Come on, no.
You guys arguing. You don't need you guys arguing. I get ladies top with that back.
That's not even hers.
Wow.
I'm gonna get it.
Somebody's.
No, I'm gonna get it.
But you're trying to be responsible.
No, you're
That's all I'm trying to do.
No, she's.
I'm just trying to be responsible and go home.
You guys just trying to get home. You guys are here all day? You guys trying to get home now?
Yeah, like I don't live out here. I don't.
Thank you, girl.
Yeah, like,
I think, well, I got that vibe, bro.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
There's not gonna be any more beef tonight, though, right?
It's not even a beef. It's not even a beef. It's not even a beef. Bro, look, if you listen, it's not even a beef. It's just a misunderstanding. No, it's just a misunderstanding.
No, it's stupidity.
It's not gonna fight or nothing. It's
I
not
just
gonna
gotta add all the people out here ready to off.
He look like
Over there, and I'm
motherfucker.
waiting for the driver.
He look like motherfucking.
I'm curious. I'm really. Yeah.
I don't know if he's drunk. But why is he making random inarticulate insults at the police officer? Watch this. Here, I'm going to slow it back down. So y'all can get like a feel of his foolishness.
Out here ready to off.
He look like motherfucking.
Over there, and I'm waiting for the driver.
He look like motherfucking.
Spit it out.
I can't.
I'm curious. I'm really
Tried to be funny.
Yeah, he can't think of an insult. He can't think of an insult because his brain's not good. But yeah, but it's funny to him. He looked like what? He looks like a regular white police officer. He looks like the motherfucker that's gonna arrest you in 10 minutes. That's what he looks like.
I'm curious.
And notice how the cops don't care. The cops don't care because they look at people like this like children. Even though he's probably the same age, he looks at him like a child, and or a retarded person. And just like you don't care, like if a retarded person, stuff that regular people do to piss you off don't really apply to the retardeds. That's the same with these officers. It's like, listen, stuff that these niggas do to piss me, that would like if a regular white dude just came up and said, "Hey, you look like a," he would be offended. He would be like, "Hey, fuck you just say?" But because it's him, it's like, listen, your words hold no weight because no matter what, your life is shit. And mine's isn't.
Yeah, you right.
I was waiting for it.
Right, but yeah, like.
So who's driving? All we gotta know is who's driving. You guys are out of here. Is this one? Is she driving? Who's driving?
Yeah, she driving.
All right.
I ain't driving.
Cool.
I'm getting on the train.
But she can drive at the train station?
No, I'm going to walk at the train station. I'm catching a lift. I ain't walking to no train
that's
station.
A hike.
I ain't 53, 57 minutes. No, I got money. I ain't walking to a lift.
You ain't got no damn money.
But y'all look like brothers, though. Y'all all ugly as hell.
It's all right.
Nah, I ain't big.
How are you?
Nah,
Hey, how are you?
You okay?
Hi, yeah, I'm good.
Are you the driver?
Hi, no, I'm not the driver. Ain't no driver
Oh,
here.
you can still lie about everything, man. Who's the driver here?
I guess.
She's the only smart one. She's like, stop insulting the police officers. Why are you doing this? Somebody said, is this the result of smoking weed? Yes and no. This isn't the result of an individual smoking weed. This is the result of a mother who smoked weed while pregnant with this nigga. It's the result of that. So yeah, I mean, you know, whether he's high right now or not is really immaterial because he always has like a baseline amount of weed in his brain because once again, the mother was smoking weed while pregnant with him. Well, I mean, ugly is not like an insult that requires much thought.
What you mean he was lying? What did he explain? It's so crazy.
Bro, they good, bro. Y'all don't even.
Do you guys have a car?
We catching the train. That's it.
Where's your car?
We catching the train.
How'd you get here?
I don't know who the car is that. I just lied to you.
I know you lied.
That's what I know.
Oh, I know you lied.
I did lie. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. But we catching the train though. We about to go into the train station.
There's no train station around here, though. There's no train station around here. There's no train station around here. You guys gonna walk over to Hazlitt?
If we got to. If we got to, that's what we gonna do.
You guys are out here and nowhere, you know, we gotta make sure you guys got a way out before we
I got a piss, so y'all know where the bathroom.
We're gonna take the train. I have a headache.
While the other officers gather information from the group, one officer decides to go and try to talk to the female who stormed off. So far, they've gathered that a fight did occur, but that the other parties involved seemingly left the area. He attempts to reason with her about her boyfriend to calm her down.
I get your frustration. I've seen it today. We all saw it. You don't gotta talk to you like that. And then he wants to be all sweet with her. I get it.
Like, what the
Just talk to me. You know what I'm saying? No.
But I'm trying to figure out, like, how can you be so nice with this other after she said, oh, no, but...
That's your man? I don't know.
How the can you be so sweet? You win.
Now he's going to get her snitching more. He's going to get her snitching more. He walked over there like he gave a damn about the relationship. Like, how dare he? How dare he talk to her in a polite tone and not you? How dare he talk to some other bitch like that? But he tell you to shut up. Classic.
You're wrong, but you don't supposed to be saying nothing.
No,
You're in front of cops. I'm trying to protect you. How are you trying to protect me?
No, you and the other girl, you guys were getting it. You know what I'm saying? We're just doing our job. I couldn't even hear him.
Because the girl is not here. Yeah, she wanted us, but the girl that actually started the whole and that was literally like doing too much, she's not here
Is
at all.
anybody from here?
She left. No one's from here.
How are we out here? I mean, obviously cars got here or whatever, but I'm saying like,
we got out here because we wanted to come to owner,
Okay.
but she wanted to go other people. Right.
It's kind of escalated. It was more than it was supposed to.
Yeah, and it's funny because like it wasn't supposed to be like that.
They're supposed to be just
All of that, and then that's when the other one want to get all rowdy and I had to grab her. I'm like,
all just girls for the most part, all girls in this dude, or was it?
Yeah, and that's my man. Like you feel me? Like he not like that. He don't do stuff like that. Like he's mad. Like, he's a sweetheart.
I know you guys.
He's a sweetheart, but
we
at the
get
same
called just
time,
because it sounded like they came in as one girl was getting jumped by a group of girls.
No,
but see what I'm saying? Is that's how it gets given to us. We don't know what it is, so now we do got to come figure it out, you know? And
right, but it was never like that. She started the whole shit, and it was never like everybody else getting up on her. She came with her sister, so it was never nothing like that. And she did too much.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the fact of like how they all rolled up on this.
Snitching. This is classic.
Like us type while we was over here.
Call the cops?
Yeah.
Well, they were all going up on the beach. I was the one who spotted you guys across the
I know, but
guys,
that's when
right here.
but that's when he said it to you and I already knew you were a cop. I'm like, no, we good. And that's when I started walking, but everybody else didn't start walking with me. And that's when he stand there, and that's when everybody else stand there, and I'm like, all right, I might as well stay
He
here
probably
too.
thinks I was with him, like, because he was being smart with me, but I really couldn't hear him.
To be honest, when the cops came and everything, he was just doing too much. Like, I understand, like, you're trying to protect me. And I told him, I'm like, yo, like, you're coming off a little bit too hard. What the? I said, okay.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck are you talking to her, sweet? You talking to me, meanness. Like, I'm supposed to just listen to you. What the f? And when I started saying, okay, she said, no, but you are coming off. Some other to tell you that, but I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not the girl for you. I'm not the girl.
That's a decision you
I am
make,
not the girl for you because it's obvious that like you will listen to some outside compared to me.
Yeah. Been together. Why with him more? Like, I don't know.
I've been together with him for 3.5 years right now. I went.
All right.
This dude is playing her. This is classic. He's like, yeah. He talking to another bitch and not you. He being polite with another bitch and not you. Holy crap.
All right, now I really get
me walking away from that. I'm done. What are you doing? That's mad weird. I came here with you. You want to sit here and listen to some other over me?
Let me ask you. What's your name?
My name is Tamira.
Tamira, did you drive here?
I did. I took the train over here.
Okay. So how'd you guys,
I wish I did drive
There's
here.
not like a super close train, though, I'm saying. So, like, how were you going to get back to the train? Did anybody drive here?
I'm gonna take a lift back too.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna do the same exact thing I did, and I'm still.
No, I'm just trying to make sure you're going to get home safe. I don't know if you guys were up there drinking. I know what people do up there.
I'm gonna still stick to the same good women I've been.
Word.
I'm gonna go over here to my friend.
So what? There were 2 other girls and they were gone.
She left like 2.5. She got into another car and she left.
Okay.
And she left us here by
So
ourselves.
you guys and the 2 other girls, they're gone now.
Yes. Thank you. Cornell, shut up. Go. No, because you're doing too much. Go. No, you're drunk. No, you're drunk. Cornell, you're making me mad. Go. Take my hookah. No, you're drunk.
See, I'm drinking, right?
I don't know. I hear you keep saying the cops. Like,
Come on. Like, let's really be honest right now. No, get over here. Why not listen to me? But you don't listen to some other you know. You don't even know that. You don't know her. But you don't know me. Go over there.
Yep.
Go over there. Go over there.
Nope.
Cornell, you're making me mad. Cornell, you're making me mad.
You have to let go of him. Man, stop or you're going to be placed under arrest, right?
Go.
You don't have a choice.
That means you want me to get arrested?
No, you touching me. Talking to them.
You're not talking to nobody.
Stop.
Go over there.
Talking to you.
You're not. You just started talking to them. So go over there.
you were just calm over here, right?
Yeah, right.
Don't make it bigger than
That's what
you.
I'm saying,
Listen.
like, like,
You're right.
I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking to you. That's you.
You're right.
I'm,
You're right. You're right. All 4 y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4 y'all. All right.
All right. You want some favor? You just get on the sidewalk.
That's girlfriend and boyfriend.
While the officers debrief each other on the statements made by the suspect, they notice the female becoming increasingly hostile towards her friend, seemingly out of jealousy of her boyfriend's tone of voice.
I don't care. It's my job.
Man, y'all bugging.
Back up.
Stop talking to me like that.
Yeah,
Hey, that's my girl. That's my girl. You did.
Nicely.
You did.
Right. So I did. All right, bro. Just,
Shut up. Shut up.
Right? That's it.
Bro, you blowing my... That's your agony, bro. Tamara, you get this knee off her, bro. You bugging. Hey, so move your knee. You talking about?
All right, but not too much. Not too much.
Now you can go.
No, why can I go? You bugging. No, why can I go? You bugging. How can I go with her?
How can he go with me? He never did tell me.
That's what I'm saying.
He never did nothing.
Right? Tamara, look at me. Tamara.
So remember when he was calling the cops ugly because he couldn't think of a more articulate, he couldn't think of a wittier insult. You look like, yeah, he looks like the person that's going to arrest you in 10 minutes. 10 minutes later. It's always funny to watch the aftermath of Fuck the Police. It never fails. It never fails to entertain. There's this whole tough guy thing that brothers like to do. Because at the end of the day, police officers are civil servants, and the key word being civil. So they have to be civil to a certain extent. So a lot of brothers like to test their boundaries, especially when it's three slim girls around. Of course he, and one of whom is his girl. Of course he wants to, he want to beat his chest a little bit, like, yeah, look at me, I'm talking shit to the cops and stuff like that, Always ends bad. Always ends bad.
Get off me.
Tamara.
No, get the fuck off me. No, get
Tamara.
Tamara.
Why are you pushing me like I'm not? Take a seat.
Y'all let me go, because he haven't done nothing. He know he did. Hold on for me.
Take a seat on curb. Take a seat.
Just relax.
Stop.
No.
Tamara. Hey, look at me.
Just relax.
Look at me.
Please, can you just stop?
Hey,
Whenever I see you, I f you up. My life right now.
Tamara, chill.
If they not lock you up right now,
Tamara,
if they lock you up, I promise y'all me.
Tamara.
No, I'm not killing. Stop. Please stop. Please stop. She didn't even hit her. I didn't even hit nobody. I didn't even do that to nobody. I didn't even hit her.
I promise you, I promise you on every single one of our body cameras. They're both shoving each other. More than enough warnings to cut this. More than enough.
Literally right there. Oh, you guys tell you. I was right here. I saw it.
Where's Dale? Get in the car.
Just so y'all know, the reason why they're being arrested, not because of the fuck the police, the insults, the calling them ugly and all that. That's the reason why they're getting arrested, is because they can't shut the fuck up. Notice how the cops they kept inquiring about the lift that never seemed to came. There's no lift coming. Nobody's lifting these people. For one, it's 4 people, so it would have to be 2. It would have to be 2 lifts. The truth of the matter is that they can't shut up, meaning that if they're walking to this train station, which they're likely walking to the train station, they're going to be a nuisance for the whole 2-hour walk through residential neighborhood. They can't shut up. They're going to be loud and disorderly, for miles on end. So they arrested the loudest 2 people. Yes, there was assault involved, but I mean, that's a judgment call. That's really like, because it was pushing. It wasn't like, nobody got their eye blackened or anything like that. So that's a judgment call. But at the end of the day, it's like, listen, they're not going to shut up, especially this bitch, because she's upset. She's in her feelings, and it's going to be like that for the next 2 hours as they take their black ass to the train station. It's going to be like that neighborhood to neighborhood. She's going to be like, why you talk to her like that and you talk to me like this for 2 fucking hours. And they don't care that he has to hear that crap. They care that the neighborhood has to hear that crap. That's why they got arrested. The loudest mouth. Exactly.
Get it cleaned up. Got a straight file, bro. They had 100 chances.
Why did she say her shit's burning? She got STD? Why all of a sudden something burning? No, my mic wasn't muted. I was
You're gonna have to.
Can y'all get off of me, please? Can y'all get off of me?
How long? They're beating each other up in the middle of the road, shoving each other. What do you call that?
They weren't.
What do you call that?
They were shoving each other.
Right, and that's a problem, especially at this hour of the night. We let it go. We tried to tell them to cut it and let's all get out of here, and they keep going. What do you want us to do? We're supposed to keep letting it happen until someone really gets hurt? Come on.
No, but you could tell them to sit down.
We didn't want to lock them up. You knew that.
Clearly, it seems like you guys rather lock them up than actually
about the fist fight.
settle the situation.
Yelling, posing scene. There's people looking from the windows.
I wasn't gonna fight. I respect
That's why you're not arrested.
not to fight.
That's why you're not arrested. That's why she is. Then tried to bite me.
But it seemed like the reason why she walked off was because you were talking to Callie.
I don't know.
all right. So let me close this down. That's what it is. That's the mentality that the trophy wife comes from. And a lot of women who come from environments like this, once again, it's a difference between women who choose to embrace this as a lifestyle and the ones who don't. Again, there's a difference between the women who choose to embrace this as a lifestyle and the women who do not. And the woman, the trophy wife from yesterday, chose to embrace this as a lifestyle. She said that her mama was like this. Her environment, made this the popular thing to do, and she did it, and she had 2 kids. She was with the mess. She was with the ratchet mess. And now that she has experienced, now she realized that there's no future in it, and she understood that she's a little bit more prettier than the average chick in these situations, then she decided to get out. But that doesn't mean there's always residual traces of that behavior in their soul. Just like when somebody comes from China and they learn English, but there's still residual traces of the fact that it's not their first language. That's what's going on. So what are the behaviors that we notice here? 1, false accusations. False accusations is a tool of the ghetto goblin. It is. False accusation of children, or of violence towards children, is a tool of the ghetto goblin. Weaponized law enforcement is a tool of the ghetto goblin. And unruly and uncontrollable jealousy that borders irrationality is a behavior type of the ghetto goblin. Now, if her story is not true, then she would have exhibited all of these behaviors when telling. Oh, and also turning on the articulate, more docile tone when speaking to people, basically when lying to people, is also another tool that they use. It's a tool of manipulation. All right, so I'm gonna read some comments and I'm gonna head out. I'll give you like 10 minutes of comments. All right, salute to Black Ram again for coming through. No, cops don't want to be there. They didn't want to arrest those. They didn't want to arrest those people, you know, but they just wouldn't stop. They wouldn't stop and they wouldn't cooperate. You know, I mean, basically, they're like, listen, if y'all can go somewhere and argue silently, then by all means do that. But they can't. They haven't calmed down since the thing began. If anything, they ramped up. Is he crazy or drinking? I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a little bit of both, but I don't know because I can't smell them. But I think that if it was simply a matter of drinking, then the conversation would be more to the effect of drunk and disorderly. They wouldn't need the minor assault charges. It'd just be like a drunk and disorderly. He thinks he got a cool story to tell his friends later. He's not high. He's an ignorant asshole. Yeah. Being aggressive with somebody while they're at work, knowing that they have to follow certain protocols and you don't because you're not at work, is an asshole thing to do. And you see this all the time. Like just look at fights at fast food restaurants. You see it all the time. Like, you know, the people get real bold because you have your uniform with your name tag on it, you know, because your job is on the line, and they just so happen to they work in fast food too, but they're just off that day. Y'all know women love to talk. Yeah, especially when they're emotionally charged. And he knew that too. That's why he played her. He was looking for evidence of somebody being jumped. You know, that's what he was doing. He didn't even have to buy her McDonald's for the snitch. LOL. Yeah. I mean, you just got her into the fields. That's all you got to do. Like, yeah, you see the way he was looking at the other chick? He wants them out of that white neighborhood. Yeah. And I get the feeling that they're going to walk through other neighborhoods before. It looks like that was a hotel building, but they're gonna have to walk through other neighborhoods before getting to that train station. That's why they're like, you know, is the lift coming? You're getting the lift? Who's driving? They're like, listen, how are you getting the fuck out? Because if they let them go and they get another noise complaint, which they will, that reflects poorly on them. Then they bosses is coming at them like, hey, you know, how come you didn't handle this? She is manhandling him. And truth be told, that's life. Like, that's his life. He's constantly getting pulled around, his shirt grabbed. She was real comfortable doing that in front of cops. That is just the way their relationship dynamic is. But the moment he raised his hands back, she calling them people. And I'm not talking about like raise his hand back, like, you know, like, actually using concussive force. I'm talking about, or impact. I'm talking about if he pulled on her too. And that's why they use terms like, say it with me, he put hands on me, because it's such a general thing. Because she feel comfortable doing that. Black women understands that cops are looking for reasons to arrest black men. Now, these cops aren't, but because they, you know, like I say, they're of the mindset, I don't want to be there. But she understands that black men have more fear from cops than black women do. And she, once again, is weaponizing against black men. This is why they align with little dudes. No, they do that to big and little dudes. They get so many chances and still blow it. Yeah. I mean, listen, niggas and bitches are really programmed to only respect consequences. So they keep pushing until there's pushback. Because that's the only thing that stops them. That's why he was insulting the cops. It's like, listen, I'm going to push. I'm a habitual line stepper. I'm going to step the line. And I'm going to keep stepping until I get stepped on. And these are the future big mamas. Yep. Huh. Yeah, you missed the show. Catch the replay. This is some ghetto madness. Yep. And it's not in the ghetto. They brought the ghetto with them. Not so ugly now. Yeah. Yeah. See, attractive women do have a different mentality. And let's talk about that for a second. Attractive women do have a different mentality, even the ones in the hood. And that's because they don't have to do the most for attention. They're automatically seen. You see what I'm saying? They're automatically seen. So they can have like a softer voice. They don't have to get loud. They don't have to get belligerent, and they really aren't that insecure. They're like, okay, I don't have to do the extra to get attention, to get a man's attention, to get men to notice me, to get men to listen to me. So that's why they're a bit more demure, but that doesn't mean that the tactics are different. That doesn't mean that they are that they have like different irrationalities. They're just quiet about it, like the woman in the first video. Shorty in the red dress, the only one with some sense. I forget which one had the red dress. Was that orange? I don't know. I don't remember. But I think I know you're talking about. Yeah. And he's future workhorse breeder drone who's trapped in there before he's 50. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna breed with somebody soon. They're gonna get into his pockets for the next 18. Yeah. Yeah, some of them do. Some of them do. I haven't heard the one in the red shirt at all. Well, she just kind of like walked onto the scene out of nowhere, which I thought was weird. Yep. And we do it all the time. Now we want to cry. Yeah. I will admit, that guy is dumb for insulting the cops. These are the type of guys sleep with. You mean that they sleep with? Yeah, I mean the least attractive one did. The least attractive of the three slept with that guy. I mean, for obvious reasons. Like, who else is going to tolerate her? Who else is going to sleep with her? Let's start there. And I'm talking about on a consistent basis long term. The way she's pulling on him and grabbing at him and telling him to shut the fuck up and all, like, who wants to live like that? Like, regular people don't want to live like that. So she takes what she's getting. They have to separate them, from other humans. disorderly conduct. But Pookie is winning. He can have these Pookishas. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. If Pookie gets Pookishas and the trophy wife had 2 kids by Pookie, then what does that say she was? She was a Pookisha. Like, looks aside, she was a Pookisha. Yeah, exactly. They probably let him go in the morning. At ADHD. You saying that they have it? Maybe. I mean, it's hard to tell when somebody's not sober. Yep, GC, that's why I said I can't bring certain people in the suburbs because of this. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's what she's saying, it burns. So, yeah, I mean, they have to mace like a 100-pound girl because she can't act right. Shout out to Black Ram, Chaos Goblin. They lie on black men more than white women do. Absolutely. Absolutely. Coach Greg Adams is reacting to the trophy wife today live. Okay, I look forward to that. Yeah, everybody's reacting to that. So I should have did it on movie night. Then I would have did it. I would have broke the story. Because I seen it 3 days ago. You was here. Thanks for the super chat. Little dude is mentally or in mentality. This is why it's important to know how to apply pressure points. Really? It seems like you just like throw her little ass in the back of a car and then throw his big ass in the back of a car. I don't know. It don't seem like there's much science involved. All right. So anyway, let me check. Hold on. All right. Give me a second, Shaw. Make sure I'm thanking all the right people. Hit that like button while I do this. See, I'm glad I did. So, Bless Man, appreciate the Cash App. Oh man, I said the wrong name. My bad. Says I don't want to connect the two names. Oh no, I could do that because it says because the Cash App name is different. So She Hate Me, appreciate you. Says appreciate all the analysis. Appreciate you, bro. All right. So with that, I want to thank the Cash Apps and Super Chats, managers and moderators, those who are listening silently, and those who participate in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. This is GameChanger 00100. Game over. Peace.